everybody, my name is Christophe Saber and I'm the director of Tomatic. It's a French-Swiss film. It's a comedy about three guys that want to make money in the stupidest way possible. And there's a dog in the film as well, which is always fun. So the film is originally a short story written by Vertigo. He's a French writer, and he wrote this very small story that was a few pages long. And Canal+, which is one of the main TV stations in France, wanted to make an adaptation of the film, and I had already worked with them previously, and so they offered me the opportunity to write the adaptation. So the idea didn't come from me. It's an adaptation originally by a French author, and after reading the short story, I thought this could be a really fun comedy. So definitely Martin Scorsese with The Wolf of Wall Street. I would say Guy Ritchie with Snatch and Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, and Rock'n'Rolla as well. So it's really the kind of movies that can shift between a bit of comedy, a bit of action, and a bit of how would you say it? I tried to do like more aesthetic stuff in this film, like using slow motion and stuff like that. And so to use the camera as a visual tool to create humor, as opposed to my other films where I used to focus entirely on the dialogue. This time I tried to expand a little bit the tools that I used to create the comedy. The junkyard is actually a location that we found very early on in the production. Like the first version of the script was quite different. There was no junkyard as a main location. It was supposed to be at the very end of the movie. And after discovering this junkyard, I thought this could be a great location. Like it was a very rich set, that didn't need a lot of work to make it interesting to shoot on camera. And so after seeing this place, I rewrote a whole bunch of scenes of the film, and we had whatever cars we needed at our disposal to create some scenes, and we had a lot of fun wrecking some cars. And actually the scene where the guys are playing around with the car, I thought of this very late in the production. Like it was a couple of days before shooting. I had this idea of them playing with the cars and like crashing into each other and stuff, and the location had everything ready for us. So it was a happy accident, just seeing this place, and the guys there were really kind to us and to the production. I definitely did, all of the scenes that are a bit more musical, like more like a song clip, a music video. I tried to really think of the different shots, like very much early on, because the rest of the film was it's more of dialogue and action sequences. There are a few scenes that are more like music videos, and I tried to brainstorm with my cinematographer to try to find the best shots that could work in the editing afterwards. So yes, it was more of a work, of trying to find the shots that I need with the music that I had already picked before. And so we constructed a storyboard, and we tried to do something that was very precise, but I would still say that much of the movie came alive in the editing. Like it's as much as I try to imagine what it's going to look like afterwards, I usually get a whole bunch of surprises after the shoot, and it all comes together in the editing. I had three types of guys in my head that I wanted to get in this movie, and I wanted them to be all very different. So I have one guy that's the leader and who talks a bit fast, and I got the really buff guy who's a bit more of a silent presence on the screen, and I had the last guy that's a bit shorter, who's a bit more of the main character of the film, because he has an actual arc in the story. And so I'd say the tough part for me was just finding the actors. So I spent a lot of time doing casting auditions and seeing over 50 people for all these parts. And once I found the people that I needed, it was a very easy job afterwards directing them, because they actually understood the characters so well, and they put a lot of themselves into the character, which makes it very easy for me. Afterwards, when I'm on set and I have to direct all this, I can focus on the camera and stuff and just let him roll, with improvisations and stuff like that. So I'd say, yeah, I was very privileged, to have these three guys working with me. First day of shooting, the dog that had been chosen didn't come on the set. The woman who was supposed to bring him just ghosted us, basically, just disappeared. I don't know what happened exactly, but we lost the dog before we even started shooting. So we had to find another emergency dog in order to do the shoot. And my team was very swift in finding another dog that we could use for the shoot. And they brought him, his name was L'Overdose, which translates to the overdose in French. But there's two parts to that name, so it's L'Overdose, and you have lover and dose. So it's a bit of a play on words of overdose and love and dose, and which I thought was, such a happy coincidence, because the film is about drugs and the dog is called The Overdose. I just needed a dog that had that look of despair on his face the whole time, and he just looked at the other actors like they're incredibly stupid, which was exactly the effect I was looking for. And it was probably one of the best actors I've ever worked with in my entire filmmaker's career. So yeah, great dog, love the dog. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the film, and if you want to contact me and ask me about the film further, if you want to compliment me, or if you want to tell me that it was a terrible film, you can feel free to contact me. I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy the film. I certainly really enjoyed making it. It was a lot of fun, and so I hope you guys are going to have a couple of laughs. And yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.